Well, it's National Dog Day on Sunday, and the perfect reason to think carefully about rescuing a puppy. And no, this isn't a dog. We'll get to why I'm holding this in just a moment. Each year, thousands of animals are surrendered to rescue shelters because owners don't understand just what kind of commitment they need to make. So here to tell us more is animal welfare advocate and Pooches at Play co-host Lara Shannon. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Now, I'm just talking specifically about dogs here, but all animals, all pets, and bunnies and birds and cats seem to be a few of them as well. What sort of commitments should people consider before actually investing in a pet?
Look, you know, there is the financial commitment, of course. There is the emotional commitment. You know, animals want us to love them. They want companionship. We need to be able to give time to that. Plus, time is the big commitment as well, particularly with dogs, making sure that we've got the time so that we can give them what they need.
Yeah, because John, my partner, and I, we just had a big argument about that because we want to get another dog, but we're both time poor. And so I'm thinking a bunny, like, do they need less?
About half an hour. They do need to be exercised each day, so about half an hour for rabbits.
How do you exercise a rabbit?
So, hey, you know what, you can practice it. You know, some people do put them on a lead, in fact. No. They do.
Really?
Yeah, you can do that. You see, it's a growing trend these days of cats, rabbits all being born.
What's their temperament like? Are they sort of like little dogs or
They
cats?
can be quite cute. And look, if they don't get the exercise that they need or the care that they need, they can get grumpy. Yeah, you know, like any animals. I mean, and chickens, if you don't let them out of their pen, boy, after a few days, they're ready to go you. So...
You have to walk your chickens as well.
You have to let your chickens out. So, of course, not taking them for a walk. But even with a rabbit, you know, letting them have half an hour to run around in the grass when you're home, and it can be supervised even after work, so that they're getting out and about. Because animals are animals. They're meant to be free in reality. So it's really about enabling them to get the exercise that they need and also have that sense of freedom still.
Yeah. All right, so you're exercising the dogs, you're exercising the chickens even.
Chickens.
Sorry, Ange, it looks as though you've got some new mobile phone kind of...
You're like a sexy pirate.
This is Harley.
Wow.
And so what about a bird?
Eclectic parrot, yes. Well, parrots are really smart, actually, and they also need a lot of stimulation, mental stimulation too. And if they don't, we've actually, in Series 3, we've got a parrot on there who actually is missing and feels abandoned. So if they feel abandoned or they're not getting stimulation, they can actually start to pull their feathers out. And we meet Scarlett, whose owner had to go overseas, and she's actually pulled all her feathers out and is on antidepressants. So if you are thinking about getting a parrot, particularly, they can live, you know, up to 80 to 100 years of age.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Wow. Well, it's out of the question for me to get one then.
Absolutely.
Have a job on Studio 10 soon.
But we've actually got a cockatoo called Joe, who's on Series 3. Yeah, and Joe's 80. His nonna died, unfortunately. He's got a beautiful owner, so he's bonded with her because they really bond. Actually, it's Richard Stubbs' wife. Yeah. She's got the parrot, and, well, he hates Richard. Yeah, because they get really protective.
Does the cockatoo talk about federal politics? Because if it does, I'm out of a job.
Yeah, exactly. So, so, you know, we've got to think of those parrots. You need a legacy plan in place if you decide to get one like that. So you really do need to research your animals, how long they live for, what kind of health needs they have, their exercise levels, and making sure that you can commit and deliver that.
Now, that is obviously a pretty major commitment. And, Lara, as I tell everyone every day, I got a rescue dog, I try to do the right thing, and I feel emotionally neglected by it because it just won't come when I call it. I take it for a run every day for miles and miles and miles, and then when I stop, it just won't come. How do I build that commitment?
Yeah.
Tell me about how do I forge that bond?
Maybe you need to change your personality, Joe.
It does come back to leadership, you know. And, you know, with rescue dogs, sometimes you don't know the history. You mentioned that, you know, it did have an issue with some men, so there is a little bit of that as well. But overall,
so my rescue dog is a third-wave feminist, basically.
Yeah. So, you know, it is really about being a firm leader, firm but fair, and getting them to want to be with you and bond with you.
And just take us through just commitment generally. What sort of points do people need to take into consideration?
So if we're talking about dogs in particular, I've had so many people ask me questions at the moment. The neighbour's dog's barking its head off. It's been left alone all day. Number one, dogs are not designed to be left alone all day with no mental or physical stimulation. They need daily exercise. They need companionship. So they're not, you know, they're not to be left out in the garage or their kennel and have no family interaction time.
So I think you've got points here. So think about how long you will have them for. for and how,
That's right.
how long you'll
they
actually
live for.
be
A
there
dog
for
lives on
as
average
well.
10 years. The financial commitment, you need to be able to pay their vet bills, their food, their nutrition. You also need to be able to spend that time with them as well. And also your lifestyle needs.
Emotional commitment.
Yes, it is an emotional commitment.
It's a two-way
They want
street,
us.
Lara.
It is. They, you know, they want to love us. They want companionship. I'm not sure what you're doing there, Joe, but maybe we'll chat about that
I
later.
think a dog
And I
needs to
think
love.
if you do meet all of those criteria, it's always good to adopt a pet
Yes.
as well. Like Joe, he's adopted a rescue puppy.
Yes.
This bunny's missing an ear.
Yes, he is missing an ear.
Is
So
he
the
available
rescue-
for? Is it a rescue?
No, so these are Tisha. These guys actually all live together, the four of them.
Oh, and
yeah,
just beautiful.
in harmony. So you know,
Wow.
it does go to show. And rescue dogs and
Can you get
pets-
bunnies from rescue?
Yes, you can. There's a lot of pets up for rescue. Over 100,000 pets are surrendered each year through no fault of their own. So there are plenty out there. So if you are considering getting a pet, please do consider adoption.
Yeah.
So many need a home.
So is there someone out there who's just adopted a bunny's ear by itself?
No.
Yeah,
No,
not quite sure.
Joe Hildebrand
happened.
talked your ear off,
I
didn't
know,
you? About
yeah,
the
exactly. I
politics,
know,
about
listen
what's
here,
going
all
on in
those jokes
Canberra.
come
You're
to
not
mind,
happy
don't
with
they?
that.
Ear today, gone
You
tomorrow.
can tune into Series 3 of Pooches at Play Saturday, the 1st of September at 3 p.m. on the 10 and Win networks. Lara, it's lovely seeing you.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
bringing these
Thanks for
gorgeous
having
animals
me.
in.